Hello students, Logan Phillips here and I am your professor. Hopefully you learned that by watching the Introduction to Professor P, Who I Am video, and hopefully this is now the second video or third video you're watching, getting a good understanding of what is expected as we're starting this class. Now we are in the first week. We are about to start class, or we're in the first few days of class as it is, so you should be going through all these videos, making sure that you understand everything about our syllabus, our pacing schedules, our SimNet environment, our Blackboard environment, our where everything's located, how to contact me. So today what we're going to do, or in this video what we're going to do, is we're going to go over the syllabus itself. Now this is the master syllabus for me, so it's not specific to any one class, but it will show you all the information that's inside all of our computer concepts courses. All right, so I'm going to open up our syllabus here. Now notice that the first thing you see at the very top, you're going to see a thing that says your class. It's exactly the name of your class. It's going to give you the class dates that your class is in. Now notice this says master syllabus. This is sort of my template I use. Now I'm at the Northeast campus. You might be taking my class online. You might be taking this class out with me at Owasso. You might be taking this class with me in Glenpool. No matter where you're at, this thing is going to tell you Northeast campus because that's where I'm at. That's where my information is. That is where everything about this class is hosted from. Now, for those of you taking it out at Owasso or taking it out at Glenpool or any of the other locations I might offer it, you will also see a room number here of where we actually physically meet. You can find your specific syllabus inside the Blackboard underneath Syllabus First Assignments. All right, followed by that is going to be the time frame that this class is running and where it is. Either it's online, Northeast Campus, Owasso, Glenpool, wherever that's going to be located. Now, the important information that you're going to be seeing that you really need to embed into your head is going to be who I am, how to contact me, and how to reach out. Now, I am Logan J. Phillips. Online, you're going to hear me called Professor P. If you go to Google, you'll find me as Professor P. If you go to YouTube, I'm Professor P. But you're free to call me Logan. You're free to call me Mr. Phillips. You're free to call me Professor Phillips. You're free to call me whatever you want as long as you get my attention so that I can answer your questions. Now, with that being said, my phone number is 918-595-7451. I seldom realize it's even rung if you call the phone number. You may or may not get me. I don't check it as often as I should. I'll be honest with you. Email is always going to be better. If you can email me, message me through Blackboard, message me through any of our systems, and I will receive it much, much faster than a physical phone call. And I can answer your questions so much more in depth and so much better in an email format. So that brings me to my email. My email is logan.phillips1@tulsacc.edu. I have had instances of the past of students, they email me and they email me at the end of the semester or halfway through the semester. They come and go, Mr. Phillips, Professor P, you are an awful teacher. I hate you so much. You never answered or responded to anything I ever sent you. And I look at him, I go, what email did you send him to? Show me. And they said that they emailed me to logan.phillips@tulsacc.edu. Don't forget the one. If you don't put the one in there, I'm not going to receive your email, and then you're going to think I'm a horrible person because I'm not responding. logan.phillips1@tulsacc.edu. And with that said, there is another L. Phillips that teaches at Tulsa CC. If you email Lance Phillips about our class, he is a different man. He will not respond to you about our classes. So make sure you're responding to me, Professor Logan Phillips. And don't forget that number one, Logan.Phillips1@tulsacc.edu. All right, if you'd like to see me face-to-face, my office is always open. I spend a tremendous amount of time frame here. I'm in the Northeast campus in the office 2110, second floor. If you want to meet face-to-face, we can schedule by a schedule because I teach on multiple campuses. Just email me and say, Professor P, I need to see you face-to-face. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, I am game to see you at any time. If you want to meet in the gym while we run on the treadmill together, I will teach you while we're running on the treadmill. If you want me to go to Subway and we can talk at Subway, if you're out in Owasso and you want me to meet at a coffee shop and work you through a problem, I will meet you in a coffee shop. If you want me to come before class or after class, if you want to meet me at any time, all you have to do is tell me. I am your professor. I want to teach you. I want you to learn. I want you to walk out of this class learning as much as you can possibly learn. So you can come to my office, Northeast Campus 2110, or just set a time and a location, and I will be there to meet you and to teach you. Now, the division dean, division name, phone number, and office number are sort of switched. TCC has just gone through a big reorg, and so my division is the Business and Information Technology Division. My dean's name is David Poth, and he is at the Southeast Campus. Now, right now, I don't have the phone number. This will be on your syllabus. As soon as I get the phone number, you'll have the phone number. So if you have any problem and you just cannot stand me and you want to go above my head and you want to make a complaint, you can. Now, I ask if you have a problem with me that you please follow the standard rules of business and come talk to me first. And I guarantee I'm going to try to work out with you however possible to make sure that you come out of this class learning as much as possible. And if you have a problem, I'm happy to work with you. But if you can't work with me and you just think I'm horrible, go on, talk to my division, and Mr. David Poth is my dean. He will gladly speak with you about me. Now, I'll give you a warning. Whatever you tell to him, he will come back and tell to me. So don't think you're going to go speak in confidence about how awful I am or how great I am. You could also tell him all kinds of great things about me, and I'd greatly appreciate it. He's still going to give me a call and say, hey, Logan, you're doing this, or this person called, and he's going to get information from me about the situation. So if you talk to me first, we can almost always resolve it. 99.9% of the time, I've had students come to me, we fixed it, they've left my class happy. But if you can't, you can absolutely speak to the dean, give him a call, go to the Southeast Campus, Business Information Tech Division, and let him know what's going on, and we can work through it that way if you need to. Now, you can email me about anything. If you have a question, you have a concern, you have a funny cat video you want to share with me, I want to see the funny cat videos. I want to hear what you have to say, and I'm going to answer your questions in the best possible way. I will always try my damnedest to respond to you within a 24-hour period of any email I receive. It doesn't matter if I'm out of the country, it doesn't matter if I'm at a conference, it doesn't matter where I'm at. If you send me an email, I want you to learn when you're ready to learn. So I will try my hardest to 24 hours. Now, I do give myself this situation. Outside of TCC, when I take off my Professor P hat, I put on my cowboy hat and I own a farm, which means I become Farmer Logan. I stop being Professor P and I become Farmer Logan. When I'm Farmer Logan and I'm out in my back acreage and I'm dealing with a bull that's angry and wants to do something he doesn't need to do, then I'm not going to have my cell phone on me. I'm not going to have my technology on me. I'm not going to be able to respond to your Excel question or your computer concepts question when I'm out there taking care of a birthing cow or taking care of a fence that's down or whatever I want. So I give myself 48 hours from the time I leave on Friday. So if you respond to me on email on Friday at 3 o'clock, you may not hear back to me until Sunday night or at the very latest Monday first thing in the morning. So those weekends become a little iffy on contact. Now, I know that students work on the weekends and I want you to learn when it's your time to learn. So I will try my hardest on the weekends, the 24-hour period. But I'm giving myself a leeway of 48 hours on the weekends for responses. But during the week, always within 24 hours, you will get a hold of me and I will respond to and answering any questions you have. Now, there is a place on the Blackboard site called Ask the Teacher or Emergency Ask the Teacher. If you have a question and it's not personal, I do ask that you post it there as well. That way I can answer it for all the students. Because more than likely, if you have a question, someone else has the exact same question, and I would rather answer it once than answer it 15 different times. Now, for this class, there are textbooks and a SimNet code. Now, the key here is the SimNet code is the only thing that is actually required for this class. Now, you can purchase the SimNet code for, I think, $95 online from SimNet. You can purchase the code from the Northeast Campus bookstore. You can purchase the code from the West Campus bookstore. You can purchase the code from the bookstores online. So you can feel free to get that code from wherever you want. But if you want the physical book, there are two books that are we're going to be working out for this class. The first one is the Computing Essentials 2017, and the ISB number is there. The second book we're going to be working out is the Microsoft Office 2016. Now, these are brand new books. They just came out. So if you're buying a used book online, you're probably going to get the wrong book. Now, for the code, the SimNet code, we have a specialized code for TCC because of how we've done the books. I've got it to the cheapest I can possibly get it for you. So if you go onto Amazon and order the code, it's going to be the wrong code. So make sure you're either purchasing it directly from SimNet with the ISBN number I've provided or purchasing it from us. Because if you go on Amazon, order the wrong code, you cannot refund it, and you're just going to be out $100, $120. And I hate losing money. I don't want you to lose money. If you have questions before you ever open that code up, ask me, and I will tell you if it's the right code or not. That way you don't waste any cash. But as soon as you unwrap it, that code is used. You'll never get your money back. For this class, you are going to need Microsoft Office Suite because we're going to be dealing with Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Access. And on that suite, you get it for free. See, I love saving money. I love saving you money. TCC gives you one free download of the Microsoft Office 2013-2016. Now, we are going to be using Microsoft Office 2016 now. Sorry, I just saw that typo. So you're going to need to go onto TCC's Blackboard site, go down to the student resources, and download Microsoft Office 2016. If you cannot figure out where to download it from, give 595-2000 a call, and they will link you and show you how to gain your access. Now, it's one free download. If you delete that download, or you lose it, or you rewipe your computer, you're going to have to pay for the next download after that. I think it's like $10, $15 for a student. So make sure you download that once, save it in a secure place, and then use it on your computer system. So that's one free Microsoft Office 2016 download from TCC. Now, for your computers, guess what? This is a computer class, and so you're going to need a computer. Now, if you're in my physical class in Microsoft, or in Owasso, or my physical class in Glenpool, there's computers in the room. There's also computers at every campus at TCC and most every library across the state of Oklahoma. You can complete this class with not any problems by using library computers or TCC's computers. You just need to be able to use Microsoft Office 2016 to complete the class. And your computer needs to be running. Now, some of you are die-hard Apple fans. I am not one of those people, and the reason that is because in the business world, Apple makes up a very small percentage of the computers that are actually in use. So this class is taught as a Microsoft PC class. Now, that is not saying that if you're using an Apple, you can't complete this class. In fact, it's the opposite. You can absolutely complete this class with Microsoft Office if you have Office 2016 for Mac. Now, if you're using one of the older versions of Macintosh Office, you're going to have difficulty. And some of the menus and stuff are going to be different on a Macintosh than a PC. But almost all of our assignments are aligned and can use a Mac now. With that being said, I don't use a Mac. I'm not very good at using a Mac. If you have a computer problem and you're on a Mac, you're going to probably be on your own because I can't walk you through the process. I'm extremely trained, extremely knowledgeable. I can probably help you. But when it comes down to it, I'm not a Mac guy. You're going to have to either look up and I'll teach you how to use Google, or fix your problems on your Macintosh yourself, or get someone else that is better at them. But you can use a Mac in this class. You can complete the class with a Mac, but it is a PC-based classroom. So the purpose of this course, this is a business application specialist course, which means I'm trying to train you in all this stuff that you will need to be able to walk into a business and run an office just like anyone else. That is your computer concepts, the history, the future, and the basis of computers, where we came from, where we're going. We're going to do the technology aspect of it, which is the applications of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, and some of our cloud computing stuff like Google Apps. We're going to talk about a bunch of different theories and ideas. We're going to get into where our community and our economy is going when computers really take off with the singularity and the next wave of human evolution with technology. I love that stuff, but we're also going to get into where I'm going to teach you how to turn on your computer, use your computer, troubleshoot your computer, work with technology, and understand the basic vocabulary of what's being used. Now you can see here of our course objectives. You can read through them. They are clearly stated. They align with our assignments. They align with SimNet. They align with Blackboard. These are the things that we're going to be doing and how we're going to go through them. Now, this course is structured where everything we do pretty much is on SimNet minus a few pieces that are on the Blackboard or in class. Now, if you're doing a physical class with me, for either the hybrid or the regular classroom, there's going to be assignments that we do inside the classroom that are worth points. If you're doing the online class, those assignments will still be there, but they are on the Blackboard site as online bonus opportunities. Excuse me. This class is standard issue evaluation. You know, it's a 90% up is an A. 80 to an 89.999 is a B. 70 to 79.9999999 is a C. 60 to 69.999 is a D. Anything below a 59.9 to infinity is an F. Now, with that being said, I do not round grades. This class is based on points and percentages. And I'm a firm believer you will earn exactly what you choose to earn. So if you go in there and your grade book's at 79.9999999, you will receive a C in this class. If you want that B, you need to go redo an assignment, get the extra point that you need, and get that up to a B. But I do not round grades, no matter how small this percentage is, to go to the next level. So make sure you've either done some bonus opportunities or you've gone back and redone some work so that you get that grade that you want at the end of the class, because you will receive exactly what you earn. There are exams, there are quizzes, there are assignments both on Blackboard and on the SimNet environment, with the SimNet environment being the majority of your work. As I said, there is a evaluation standard issue. The points for this class are on the pacing schedule, which was in the next video you'll be watching. And now on the Blackboard site, there are a couple things. There is an emergency Ask the Teacher discussion board. If you have a question for me, you can go to the emergency Ask the Teacher. I'm subscribed to it. I will respond to you. Everyone can see it. I can answer one question and everyone gets the answer. There's also a water cooler forum. If you find something awesome online and you want to share it, if you want to share parts of your life, if you want me to get more intimate with you or what you're into, I don't care what it is. I'm all about learning. Share it on the water cooler forum. I'll check it out. We can have a discussion. Anything you find that attaches to the class or you think is cool online, like I said, I love a good cat video. Send me the cat videos, post them up so we can show them to all the class. I've also posted a bunch of videos on the water cooler forum and links to stuff that I think are really cool that you can check out that doesn't necessarily flow into the class. And there's also a new section on our Blackboard site called Above and Beyond. I'm all about you learning what you need to learn, but unfortunately we are constricted in this class on a time frame. If there's something about computers, technology that you're interested in that I'm not going to cover in class, talk to me, tell me what it is. I will make a lesson specifically for you. I'll record a video. I will do whatever needs to be done. I'll post it in Above and Beyond, and I will take you anywhere you want to go. If you want to learn how I do these video edits, if you want to learn how I do my green screen behind me, if you want to learn how to do a VPN or do some type of online data work, whatever you want to learn about technology or anything that I have knowledge of, if you want to learn how to, birth a cow, I'm sure I can create a video on that. Anything that's above the course material, I am happy to teach you. And so just tell me what it is. I'll post it in Above and Beyond, and I'll take you wherever you want to go. Now, note that the grading scale in this class can change. I can add in or take out assignments depending on what I feel is right or appropriate for what the class is doing. So if the points modify it through the course, that is my doing, and I have the right as professor to do that. Now, required email address. TCC gives all of you guys an email. That email is the one that's attached to your Blackboard. That email is the one I respond automatically with through the Blackboard website. So you are required to use your TCC email. Now you can forward that email to your private one, but all my announcements, all the course updates, everything I'm going to do is going to go out from the TCC email system. So make sure you're checking your TCC email. This is a computer class. You are expected to have computer access. That includes internet access, because a lot of what we're doing, if not all of what we're doing, is going to be internet based. Late assignments. The final Tuesday of class at 11:59 and 59 seconds p.m. on the final week of whatever your class is, 11:59 and 59 seconds p.m. The second it becomes Wednesday, class is over. No assignments will be received. Anything that has not been completed will turn to a 0, and you will get a 0 for that assignment. Now, this is an open deadline class, which means everything opens up on the first day. Everything closes on that last day, the final Tuesday of class, at 11:59 and 59 seconds p.m. So make sure you write that date on your calendar. Take your pacing schedule, put it in your phone, make an alert, because the second it becomes Wednesday on the final week of class, we're done, your grades are finalized. Whatever you earned is what you earned. AWs, administrative withdrawals and completes, as a college professor, I do not give those. I believe that as an adult learners that you should know how to use a calendar. If you don't know how to use a calendar, I will create you a walkthrough on how to do it, and I'll post it in that above and beyond, and I will teach you how to use a calendar. But there is a date that will go out as an announcement of when the withdrawal date is for our course. It is up to you to choose to withdraw from my class, change to an audit, or do whatever you need to do. But when it comes to that final week, if you are, whatever grade you have is what you will receive. So if you blow the class off and you're failing and you come to me and you say, Professor P, please give me an AW, I'm going to respond with, I'm sorry. I do not give AWs. I do not give incompletes. You had a date that you had to withdraw by and you missed it. So make sure you know those calendar dates. Again, they're on the pacing schedule. This is something that came into play last semester, and I had to unfortunately fail a student because of it. Academic dishonesty. Now, we are all smart people, and there's going to be assignments that you can go online and you can find other people's work. If you pull that people's work and you put it into our system, my system will flag it as plagiarism, and it will tell me whose work you took. And I will take your work, and I will give you a 0 in that work, and you risk being not only giving a 0 in that particular assignment, but you risk receiving a 0 for the entire class, or possibly being removed from TCC as a whole. A flagrant plagiarism inside this class can cause you to lose financial aid, can cause you to lose enrollment, can cause you to be kicked out of class, can cause you to get an F, can cause you to get an F on that assignment. So don't plagiarize other people's work. Don't go online and discover someone else has done the assignment and try to pass it on. We have very advanced systems that can tell exactly where that stuff came from. And everything is given a digital ID, so it is a unique identifier that you can't even see or modify. So don't steal other one's work or liberate it and call it your own. Do your own work. That's the reason you're paying for this class, is so you can learn the material. All right, attendance. For online, of course, attendance is non-existent. You have that final deadline. For my hybrid or my face-to-face classes, attendance is not required. But with that being said, attendance is not required, but in class, every class is worth 2.5 points. Because we're going to do something in class, or there's going to be a lecture I want you to cover. You can choose to pass this class without earning those points. You can only come to lectures that you're interested in. You can come for the assignments you're interested in. But every class is worth 2.5 points. And so if you miss a class, you're missing 2.5 points. Now, again, no problem. There's ways to make up that attendance without even being in class. We'll discuss that when we get to the physical class for those of you guys. Every one of my classes is live broadcasted through YouTube. Every one of my classes is posted online. So even if you have to miss a class, your baby gets sick, you get sick, house burns down, you just don't want to get out of bed that day. If you watch the online video and you come up with that keyword that will be in every video and you turn it in as the assignment, or you do the assignment that's assigned, you can still earn your attendance points. So I'm not going to penalize you by not coming to class, except the fact that is you will miss a 2.5 point assignment in every class that you miss. So attendance is not mandatory, but there is a point value. So it's up to you. Now the WN grade is a grade that you will receive, and you'll be removed from my class if after the very first week of class you have not gone online, done your introductions, gone and done the syllabus quiz, and gone into SimNet and logged in. If you have not done those three things at the end of the first week, you will be dropped from my role and removed from the class. So don't forget, end of first week, sign in, do an introduction. The syllabus quiz is very simple. It's 2 questions. It's the hardest thing you're ever going to take. And then go online and to SimNet and log in, either with a trial or something, but log in and create your username. Now, TCC as a whole has some institutional statements that are on every one of your syllabuses. Each student is responsible for knowing and understanding your student handbook, knowing the rules that are inside the handbook. We have some ideas here at TCC, our general education goals that we're striving for. You can see those. And the big thing here is I want you to know about is the Disability Resource Center. All right, the DRC is here to help you if you have a disability, if that's learning or physical. Now, the key is, if you have a disability, I can modify the class. If All right, the EAC will help you if you have a disability. If you have a learning disability, you go in them, they will do the paperwork, and they'll send me a paperwork that shows how I need to modify my class to best suit you. Now, the key here is the class will only be modified from the point I receive that paperwork on. If you come in the halfway through the semester and you go talk to them, nothing prior done will be modified, or prior due. Everything from that point forward will be modified. So make sure you go in, talk to the EAC first thing if you have a disability and need extra help. Syllabuses can change, will change. Things may modify. I reserve the right to do that. Make sure you're checking online. If I modify something that's pretty big, I will post online and let you know. Course withdrawals, look at the calendar, check your course withdrawal dates, make sure you withdraw from the course before that. Acceptable computer use, don't do anything disrespectful on the computers. We are a class of multiple people. We are also a class of tobacco-free, no classroom tobacco use. That includes vapor, that includes dip, that includes smoke, that includes marijuana. If it has a stimulant in it, it's pretty much not going to be allowed to be inhaled. Classroom etiquette, there are a lot of people with a lot of different viewpoints. We're going to talk about some possibly risque information in our class. It is never intended to offend you, but there may come a time in my class by one of my stories, one of my lesson plans, that I offend your beliefs. I am not attempting to. I do not want to offend you. I want you to see and learn something new, which is what college is about. It is not about changing your mind. It is about expanding your knowledge so you can come up with your own beliefs. But try to be respectful to each other, both online and in face-to-face classes. If you are disrespectful, or with another student, with me, or even with yourself, I'm going to take you aside and we will deal with it on a one-on-one individual basis. All right, guys, again, I am Logan Phillips. This is your Computer Concepts class syllabus. My number is 918-595-7451. You can reach me in the office 2110 at the Northeast Campus, or, of course, always email me at logan.phillips1@tulsacc.edu. All right, guys, I hope you have a very good day. If you need me, let me know.